Ha, got your attention. I'm not gonna let it go until after the video.
I am alive, I am awake, I am aware of what light tastes like. The curtain's drawn, the table's set. I wanna be at my best. It's bittersweet, it's poetry, a careful pruning of my dead leaves. It's holy ground, a treasure chest. I'm on my knees and only scratch the surface. Like fish unraveling, like glass unshattering, breaking all the rules, breaking bread again. We're swallowing light till we fix from the inside. Out of the woods, out of the dark, I'm well aware of the shadows in my heart. I wanna feel tectonic shifts. I wanna be astonished. I wanna be astonished. So I propose a toast to fish unraveling, to glass unshattering, to breaking all the rules, to breaking bread again. We're swallowing light, and we're swallowing our pride. Raising our glass till we fix from the inside. Till we fix from the inside. We're nothing less than a work in progress. Sacred texts on post-it notes. We only speak a world in pieces. Let's make a map of what matters most, where every fracture is a running river, leading us back to our golden core. Used to show the road, to fish unraveling, to glass unshattering, to breaking all the rules, to breaking bread again.
Even though I can play any form of instrument,
We're swallowing
I love music because of its brilliant artists bring their music into the light using complicated ideas through music and rhythm and sound and instrument. It's truly existential.
Existential means relating to existence.
Actually, it's actually quite creative. But I do know, don't tell your parents this, but a lot of their songs from the 80s, I'm being reductionistic, but a lot of their songs from the 80s are weird, uncreative, and vulgar.
I would say message, idea, and empathy. I
Definitely.
don't know if those are combined, but
Rhythm, beat, and rhyme.
Rhythm, beat, and rhyme. All right, all day.
Rhythm, beat, and rhyme.
Rhythm, beat, and rhyme?
Yes.
Okay.
It really depends. Like, I have some things that are just like super catchy, so I just listen to them. But I have some that are like, oh my gosh, that's so true and so relatable, and I love that.
Wow,
you know?
that's
so
cool.
It's like I have a mix.
Bro, beats and rhymes.
Beats and rhymes.
Like, as long as you got good beats, bro, I'll listen to it.
Rhythm being definitely.
So the message to me matters way more than the rhythm. Of course, depending on my mood, I might go for the rhythm.
So does Christian music appeal to this?
I'd say no, not really.
I think it does. I mean, the message of Christian music definitely like appeals to different people.
Most simple way I can say it, I would say a Christian song is must have completely biblically sound lyrics.
To this?
Sometimes depends on
Sometimes.
Who. It could be like NF or Lecrae.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of hymnals. That's just me because I don't like the feel of them because they're just so slow.
I agree. Forced to sing a 100-year-old hymn without the knowledge that English doesn't do even to it feels like drinking sand. I'm not going to do a hymn, but listen to me sing with my hands.
If I didn't know what it hurt like to be broken, then how would I know what it feels like to be whole? If I didn't know what it cuts like to be rejected, then I wouldn't know the joy of coming home. Maybe it's okay if I'm not okay, 'cause the one who holds the world is holding on to me. Maybe it's alright if I'm not alright, 'cause the one who holds the stars is holding my whole life. If I didn't know what it looked like to be dirty, then I wouldn't know what it feels like to be clean. And if all of my shame hadn't drove me to hide in the shadows, then I wouldn't know the beauty of being free. Maybe it's okay if I'm not okay, 'cause the one who holds the world is holding on to me. Maybe it's alright if I'm not alright, 'cause the one who holds the stars is holding my whole life. Father, let your kingdom come. Let your will be done here in my heart as in heaven. Father, let your kingdom come. Let your will be done here in my heart as in heaven. Oh, maybe it's okay if I'm not okay, 'cause the one who holds the world is holding on to me. Maybe it's alright if I'm not alright, 'cause the one who holds the stars is holding my whole life. Now I'm alive in you, I'm bursting at the seams. And now I'm alive and I see you in everything. Maybe it's okay if I'm not okay.
Maybe It's Okay by We Are Messengers. Now the song is categorized as a Christian song, which in itself displays such beautiful doctrine.
Doctrine means a belief or set of beliefs held and taught by a church, political party, or other group.
And such amazing doctrine. It's really, really pretty. And in short, in long, the artist can probably give a better definition, but in short, 𝕬𝕚𝕚, who is the lead singer, is saying that it is a comfort not to be always happy in the midst of such sadness. It's okay to be that way. Because some of the objections to such doctrine may be, well, I kind of understand what you're saying, but you people are just upholding your religion by bringing more people in. And I don't want to be in a society where it's just such groupthink to the dependence of the religion, and I'm lured in by promises of what truth is. So, which is a legitimate concern, and it still doesn't gratify the notion that cynicism
means an inclination to believe that people are motivated purely by self-interest, skepticism.
isn't woven into doctrine. Wow. That is so unbreathable. So if I'm not satisfied by these reasons, am I in danger of betraying the religion I love? Ha! I'm not gonna tell you. Actually, I probably am, because it's pretty significant.
Victor Hugo quotes The Conscience. The conscience is very complicated, a battleground of the passions, a pandemonium of thoughts. The wishes of his brain and the allegations of his life battling giants. Does your conscience restrict you from listening to any other creative or stupid music that's not specifically Christian?
I would say, like, there's definitely music I don't listen to, but I don't, like, solely listen to Christian music.
I listen to a lot of music, so I mean, I don't think my conscience holds me back, because when I'm driving, I listen to country and Christian, and I memorized and sung along with the album's name of Eminem for fun.
I do, but me, when I listen to songs, pay attention to the beat, you know? I mean, there's some songs that I have the words.
So I take it that you're not a fan of hymnals?
No. Hymns put me to sleep.
No, do I listen to other music? Yeah, I listen to that.
I personally, I have no issue listening to secular music.
As an adjective, secular means denoting attitudes, activities, or other things that have no religious or spiritual basis.
But in fact, I almost prefer some secular music over Christian contemporary music.
Huh.
And the reason for that is sometimes I love music that glorifies God, but sometimes I feel like artists are very shallow, or their theology.
Theology means the study of the nature of God and religious belief.
Is just very watered down, or even inaccurate sometimes.
If your attention is not in this box, please spare me an ignorant audience. Press top 10 ways to blow up a car. Tell your parents that this is a cashmere of YouTube videos. They'll know what that means. But how many of you have ever heard the word philosophy before? Put your hand on your head if you've ever heard that word before. Pastor, of course. Put your hand down. Anybody? Raise your hand. Doctor, you need to know that. That's in your title. Philosophy? Okay, this is good. All right. Ooh, all right. That's a good transition. Hello, my name is Mr. Kale, and welcome to the Philosophy equals Theology equals Language class. I know I wanted to do 𝕸𝕗𝕣𝕒𝕚𝕕, but it just doesn't roll off the tongue very well. So, while I get started, Mr. V, can you clarify those
Philosophy means the study of the fundamental nature of knowledge, reality, and existence, especially when considered as an academic discipline.
Yes, human existence. And where do we start with humans except humans themselves? Human. A human being, especially a person, as distinguished from an animal or in science fiction, an alien. These are Mr. V's confusing dictionary titles. Distinguished from an animal. This is yes. The best source to understand this idea is Mr. Isaiah. Why don't we inquire about Mr. Isaiah? And it's, woe to those who decree iniquitous decrees, to the writers who keep writing oppression, to turn aside the needy from justice, and to rob the poor of my people of their right, that widows may become their spoil, and that they may make the fatherless their prey. Okay, just a quick disclaimer. If you thought, which I thought the same thing, that rights are just an American thing, like the Americans talk about this, no. They are very much, I don't know if Bible is a good word, but they're very, very much, how about fundamental? They're very, very much fundamental in human existence.
Hey, sorry for interrupting. This is the editor. What is about to go down, in truth, does bid madness. I know that word is thrown around, but it actually does. I mean, X doesn't have a good English word, so when we test it, it's called experiment. When we want it, it's called prayer. When we follow it, it's called history. Obviously, the video in its entirety is never going to do it justice, but please don't tell him that I chopped up most of his boring class. He gets a little overzealous.
And now let's play a game. If us human beings are living in the earth and we need these things called rights, we need them to survive. If we can achieve that, we are virtually extinct of the race that we are to live by. Apocalyptic collapse. Catastrophic apocalyptic collapse. Every individual, because everyone is going to agree that human rights are true, as we find in our definition. Now, if we do not conduct ourselves in human rights, we are unjust. This injustice is morally wrong. Moral. Concerned with the principles of right and wrong. Right back to righteousness and sin. Sin is to fail, to miss this thing, and this thing that we're missing is right, and right is directly related to justice. Justice, if we cannot conduct that, we are being wrong, is when we fail to that. And I can go on and on. I can keep going. And every single time that we fail at this, we virtually don't exist, because if everyone considered that, because if this is epically missed every single time, then there is no right and truth. There is no justice, because if there is no justice, then there is no human beings. Once there are no human beings, it's total annihilation and extinction. No wonder God was freaking so angry at these people that were doing this to other people. And this goes right back to righteousness. Righteousness exalts a nation. Righteousness is related to right. Right is true. And once you conduct yourself in that way, you are being right towards one another, moral for any sense, justice for any sense. If you don't like sin, use wrong. This blows my mind and my black question mark out of the water, because they all are connected to one another too. That if achieved, human thriving, but if they fail, extinct, annihilation of the human race. But when they come together, we get beautiful depictions of the Bible when they tell that righteousness and peace kiss. It's wonderful and beautiful and pretty when we see this. This is littered all through the Bible. You can find them in this ancient book. No wonder people freaking die for it, because it appeals to human existence. Wow. Now, the best manifestation that I can find online of this coming, actually there's many of them, many brilliant artists understand this stuff so well. And I'm gonna name a few. First one is Bible
But
Project.
what comes to mind is being a good person.
But what does that even mean, being good? The biblical Hebrew word for righteousness is tzedakah, and it's more specific.
Since I trust them, you can trust them. Trust them as in rights, and then righteousness as justice, and then justice as okay. But the other one is Studio C, bank philosophy, and this is the greatest example of righteousness and sin that I could find.
Just some old dude on a chair. I thought there'd be some sort of security system.
I am the security system.
But right now, I need to get some editing done. So, yeah, Miss Cynic and Mr. Philanthropist will see each other. Let's go get tea or something. Next time, Mr. V will be subbing. So, yeah, do your homework for the synonyms of religion. So,
quick, try not to laugh. Oh, and try not to cry.
Question 1. Concerning the controversy of socks and sandals, what is your professional opinion?
I think you should look and see what Caleb's wearing before you answer that.
No.
Socks do not go with sandals.
Oh.
Agreed.
Okay.
Yeah, your own cousin, Cal.
Because this is called a philosophy language, logic, or language. A FTL. The FTL.
Learning them together? Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely?
Yeah, I support that.
Okay.
That wasn't on.
I can't see with my glasses on.
Sorry, excuse the annoyance of an interrupting editor again. I don't care for designing a hour 30 documentary on what this is, but creating a video for your peers is so vexing. Oh my goodness. You think ancient existential moral philosophy is hard? Try making a video for an itchy audience. The audience that I want for these 2 videos are the ones who never subscribe, don't like, never dislike, never comment. They're the brilliant peers that understand the simple believe everything, but the prudent give thought to their step. Oh, that's freaking awesome. Once Kashmir is watched, I'm going to make the Starway to Heaven. I don't need to give an answer. All I need to do is give a suspenseful end.